The shark is right there. Do it.
Baroque, are you okay?
Yes. And the Emmy goes to...
What? Sir? Sir, are you having a stroke?
I know!
Oh, please. It's been 5 years since I've been here. I am loving this show.
It's...
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded?
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Yes, counsel? What can I be doing you for? You're welcome.
And I'm muted, but hi, we're back. Skylight, yes. I'm muted. I'm muted.
Okay.
My mic is muted.
So this started with, you're welcome.
Yes. They were just... Okay.
You're welcome. Welcome to the video.
Okay, long story short, I'm pretty sure you've been watching the other stuff anyway.
Taisa's mic was muted, so I'm here now.
Gina has taken over.
This is my Let's Play now.
That's
Order!
fine.
Order! Order!
Hey, like this video, I'm gonna shoot you with a smoke bomb.
Okay, man. Okay, no. We got our vote.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
So, it appears that this street girl statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck.
Why, though, man?
Mr. Naruto! This could be the clue that we've been looking for.
Yes. It's all
Well,
coming together.
counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Hold on.
Please continue with your pure work of fiction. We're loving it.
Anyone do a good Patrick or Burton voice?
I think Patrick. I think that's too close to my normal voice, so I can't do it.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, I can make my voice a little deeper, but
Okay.
like,
Oh!
anything
yeah.
that's-
It's all coming together.
it's like, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. Well, there's that too.
Oh, hey.
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Why not have to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruto?
Why
Wait,
me?
why him specifically?
Why someone like me?
Well, I'm still not quite sure if you weren't responsible for
What is it?
Look! Just here, look at this!
That's without question.
It's blood!
How did any of these cops miss that?
They're incompetent.
Why would there be a blood
Yeah, that's
stain
fair.
here?
Surely. It can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Wait a second. Wait. Look at the color of that blood.
Uh-huh.
That is fresh blood.
How did it get there, though, is the problem. The omnibus has been... That's been closed the entire time.
Yes, but like it's this. That blood is the same color as the blood on the floor, not on the seat.
Okay.
So that's fresh.
That was definitely not...
Like
If
that
it's-
blood was probably not there before that omnibus got brought to court.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how did... My question is, no one seems to understand how the skylight works, except for one person. How did someone get blood there in the first place? Because it was shut the entire time.
Probably because that fresh blood comes from that one person.
Why would she have any stake in putting fresh blood there?
That's what we're kind of finding out, isn't it?
Yep. Kind of what we're doing right now.
The moment she got introduced to the equation, suddenly evidence changed.
Yep.
Like the suitcases that were under the seat suddenly disappear. There's fresh blood out of nowhere. The skylight suddenly also has fresh blood out of nowhere.
Also conveniently able to open, because I do remember at one point I couldn't open that thing. Like, I didn't have that option at all.
Yeah, that was like, I don't know, 10 videos ago. We don't remember that.
Yes, my lord. So, the skylight opens. We just did that, so don't worry, Naruto. What are we doing now? I'm presenting... I think I need to present this somewhere.
I mean, we have proof.
Oh, wait, there's
You're not
proof
gonna
here.
like
Oh, right,
why
there is
there's
proof. Right, we
but
just
do have
just
it.
got the proof. Here's the proof, sir.
Objection!
I'm just like, wait, what are we doing now? Oh, right, we're presenting here. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach and immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug.
You're a humbug.
Bitch, what you say? You can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, we tell you, it's impossible.
Irrefutable proof? Here, in this courtroom?
Counsel,
My lord,
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight.
hell yeah, let me show you the very convenient evidence that's here now.
Immensely convenient.
I mean, it could have been there.
By Jupiter, is that blood?
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening.
Why?
And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
Yeah. No.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Discord, for totally mucking that up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Order!
Well, you guys were almost in unison. Also, whoa, he had a voice.
But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
What?
It only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight? Surely, and that would be very convenient. Let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I?
But
Okay, no buts.
Buttress.
Okay, no butts coming out of you in particular first.
I'm never gonna live that down now.
You shouldn't have said it in the
You
first
kept
place.
bringing it up, man. That's on you.
There's no way to do for certain, is there? If the gently fell through the skylight, I mean.
Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? It's all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is.
What? No.
However, there can't be lies!
Lies.
My fellow jury members,
Oh no.
I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can. Yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they?
Okay.
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. Beppo is coming out of your non-existent pay.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing.
On the three, then, everyone. 1, 2...
Honestly, I'm convinced that Juror 1 is just tired and wants to leave the courtroom.
I mean, aren't you?
3!
Why is Dorothy raising her hand if she's already in a...
I know, really?
Alright, I'm tired of this shit. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Seeks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
What?
Right there, though.
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage.
Okay, where's your proof?
At least not until this trial began.
But
Are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that the stain of blood was...
Fabricated, my lord, yes. And while this court has been in session.
what? Rubble, 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 rubble.
What a palaver. I must say, I didn't expect such crude reasoning from the prosecutor of your From a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Seeks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
Well, it means he
Hang
had
on.
a book and he wanted to make it into a stage play, and he just does it every time.
I'm gonna need myself a little moment to pull myself a little drink for this little victory lap. When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses, you know, the works. That tells to your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Dude, Lord Van Seeks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel?
Huh? Oh, no. I'm so confused.
I think it's fair to say, this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But, if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Okay, I said that and I have no... What? The world and his wife seeing? It came out of my mouth and then I processed
the world's
it.
wife, you know, the world just has a wife. It's
The-
somewhere out in space, you know, just...
I get what the
hang out.
saying is, but then it was like, wait, what? Isn't that right now, counsel?
It's true.
Man,
Yeah.
if only someone hadn't shot a smoke bomb of some kind.
I know, right? The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that the court has been in session. Has it fully?
Yes.
My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter. In your own words.
Oh, great. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think.
It's immensely possible. Are you kidding me?
As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friends suggest. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Oh. Good gracious! Explain yourself, Counsel.
Rubble, rubble, rubble.
Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. I respect that.
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Is it Lestrade or Lestrade? I never know.
Tomato, tomato.
It's probably supposed to be Lestrade, but because I think that's what it's supposed to sound like, but we've already settled on Lestrade, so...
What is going on? I think both is correct, I guess? I don't know. Like tomato,
Miss
tomato.
Naruto, cover your face.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus.
I don't even know what we're trying to prove anymore.
Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger?
Feckless Gouger?
You're supposed to be defending me! There's a wicked plot! There's a plot to undermine me, so it is! It's fake!
I mean, at this point, I think you're just undermining yourself.
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated early as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies, such as...
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Zeeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is a result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw it fit to verify such things.
Do you think...
Sorry?
About the omnibus? Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
The blood on the
Anything else?
floor, right?
Yeah, we didn't mention the blood on the floor
It
having a
says
different...
Phoenix right on the back.
It has Phoenix right on the back. That's pretty sus, too.
The blood is also a different color.
My lord,
No one brought that up.
Yes, Counsel?
there is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, start watching your back.
Maybe you should stop insulting your defense?
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification.
Thanks, sir. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, Counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claimed appeared at some point during the trial?
Blood.
Ugh. Can I get to it? Oh, good.
No, not allowed to
I'm
touch
like,
it.
this text box is in the way. Can I get to it?
I'm standing on top of it, so I can't touch it clearly.
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good Lord! Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel.
Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
Yeah, it's fine. Who cares at this point?
He wasn't gonna pay him anyway.
I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Ooh.
Yes!
Elmo.
It sounded like the wrong sound effect in the Pokemon games.
This trial is over.
Mr. McGilded?
I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but... 'tis all over now.
But
Suddenly, he's the
but you're the
Oniogi.
defendant.
It's over, I tell ye!
Okay.
Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, it's all a nonsense. Facts are what counts. The fact is that bloodstain is there. Now.
Well,
And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been,
That's all Ace Attorney cases, sir.
you shut up. That good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all.
you know what?
You presented some stuff.
He did, but they're not conclusive, especially with what's presented right now, and we can't verify at this point because it's not on paper or anything if that all that stuff that's been added to the omnibus was like there or not, even though we can claim it.
I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Seeks. Well, my lord,
Sir, I think you quite need to calm down. Would you like some ice cream? I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence,
Could we adjourn court to go investigate it?
I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
But
Your lordship can't be serious. Maybe they have to delay this trial so they can actually do it. I don't know.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position?
prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
if we gave you some time, would you?
Very well. In that
You-
case,
Sorry?
Can you pull up the evidence again?
This is it.
Dang,
This is the evidence.
We have nothing.
The picture is not going to show anything, is it?
No. There's nothing. There's nothing.
in that case, I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter. I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality?
Things stand at the moment, it would seem. that Mr. McGill will be found not guilty,
Yes.
which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now? With all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes... Okay, I'll tell you right now, what does your heart say? Because the answer, just pick what your heart says. What
Oh,
do
he
you
ain't innocent.
think?
He
Thank,
ain't innocent.
thank you. I'm just like, you can pick whatever you want here. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good gracious me. Rubble, rubble, rubble? Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you of sound mind?
You're so far away, Lewis. The left does not want to catch up on the Discord.
Oh, so it's a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was! A grand decision!
What?
I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles.
That...
Just gonna spawn another one right out of thin air, don't matter. The job here is done, fella. And some fine work you've done, so you have.
What do you mean?
As just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. Trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was... How did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
This guy. Oh, Discord. Thank you.
That one go through?
Yeah, it did.
Sounds like the penguin from Batman.
And he does. I'm just like thinking, okay, this is either gonna be a Wario laugh or a penguin laugh. Let's go.
Somewhere in between.
I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. The stinking rich are always guilty of something. You... Mark my words.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I feel terribly ashamed that I've ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park.
And silence.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
Well, this whole trial doesn't feel good.
Thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks,
My lord.
the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
My sincerest apologies, my lord.
But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I am afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
What? What the hell are we here for then?
I at least throw my knife at him.
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, couldn't have asked for a better defense. Mostly because I didn't ask.
Tell me, this is a little bit of a grand waste of time.
It's the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Good luck with that.
Boy, that seems awfully foreshadowing.
Magnus McGilded. Good grief! You've more to say to me, have ye? Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
That's a death glare.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded,
Not guilty. Confetti.
PG, no re!
Congratulations, kid. You got some
I'm Lord Gunny. I throw confetti and guess.
You have fireworks
I'm
now
not really
too?
happy about this. Yeah, dude. But I guess what's the time? I'll see you
I
later.
can't believe it.
This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence.
What are you talking about? The man's been clear. He's innocent.
Mommy, I don't want to go to the park anymore.
Whether you like it or not.
With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. Okay.
Well, all's well that ends well, right, Sonic? The city's been freaking destroyed.
18 February, 5:14 p.m., the Old Bailey defendant's antechamber. Well, that happened.
Certainly was a long trial.
Yeah, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil, and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance.
Does my voice finally get a break?
Almost. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Mrs. Sato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
We didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendants. You carried out your duty to perfection.
That's you, Lou.
Aye, that you did.
Mr. McGilded. And that girl is with him too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
Oh? What stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict they're not guilty.
Yeah, you're welcome for the. Oh, right. You guys have a private conversation. I'll see you later.
I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Didn't think there was even enough room in the courtroom. That I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, the courtroom should be on fire, but you know. Yes, definitely.
I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I have you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it.
Oh,
Did you just hear a funny joke or something, sir?
Oh, this whole thing is a joke. Don't worry about it, fella.
I don't
Okay.
know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything.
What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then?
I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. Naruto's so sus!
You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Ah, 'tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
But nothing's resolved.
That's the second game.
There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Everyone thinks you're sus now, though, but okay.
Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay.
Of course. Of course. It's not that funny.
Oh, it's pretty funny. So then, as we agreed aforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly accept that much.
Ah, be whiz. Hang on, what?
Be whist?
Yeah, just be whisked, you know, just kind of like, oh, really?
Alright,
That's
be
it.
whisked.
Ah, be whist. You're humble people, are you? You from the east? Well, if you insist.
I really don't want dirty money from you, sir.
But after this, still in all, you deserve a reward.
Has he given us like 3 guineas at this point?
Send back to the Gilded.
Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom,
Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? The sooner that I was led to believe.
almost not inconvenient, sir. There was some change in the schedule.
Well, must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection.
Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
You're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London Society, I do be doing my best to help where I can.
Uh-huh.
This is a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting yous.
I feel like if Professor Layton met this guy, he'd deck him in the face.
Yeah.
I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
Whale of a time, huh? Oh, God. And there he goes. A free man. And you are free of McGilded now. But not her. Oh. I forgot she was here, too.
I'm here forever.
Oh, right,
Yes,
she
you
has a
are.
gun.
Never mind. No, I'm not.
Wait, why is she loading it
Mom.
again?
I'm glad. My favorite part is that everyone's just standing there letting her do it.
I know, right?
Don't move!
Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're a grown-up.
Yes, I am. Sorry?
And I hate grown-ups. All of them. Every single one.
There you are.
Whose sassy lost child is this?
Naughty,
Well,
naughty.
you hate grown-ups, and I think she hates grown-ups too, so there you go.
Oh, if you won't listen to an adult, perhaps you'll listen to me. Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
Seriously, whose sassy lost child is this?
Is
Whose
this some...
sassy lost child are you?
right? Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
and taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Oh? Do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all?
Yeah, you do.
I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
You
A
fitted it with a what now?
What's a what? I have no idea what this girl's talking about.
What year is it?
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
I ain't going anywhere, especially not with some 8-year-old.
But I'm not an
Besides, what
adult.
for?
To apologize, of course, silly. To my technician.
I ain't apologizing to no one. Wait, what? You mean say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult? I don't listen to no adults.
Come along then. Follow me.
Dang, I really can't say anything. Hers is bigger. Fine, have it your way.
Oh, good. You see, I knew you wanted to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
She was a lively one.
Yeah. Do you think perhaps we ought to be on our own way now too?
Yes, you're right, but where to?
Ooh.
We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner have we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend the day in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. If worst comes to worst, I put up a lovely park where we can spend the night.
Oh no.
Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chillier around this time of year, but I'll you for this one. Let's see us through.
This is a bad suggestion, Susato! I'm not so sure about that.
We gonna get mugged in the middle of the night.
I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Yeah, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Now I'm starting to regret turning McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room, or mansion. And so, the
We
trial...
all died. The end.
They all die eventually! The trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London.
And then they got the hypothermias.
However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Not quite done yet, but we don't have to say anything now. We get to enjoy a cutscene.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick! What the? How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Well, someone's dead.
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there. This can't be.
Did you murder someone?
What a good question, isn't it? I guess we'll have to find out
later.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out next time. But congratulations, everyone. We finished case 3. Thank you for the achievement. We got the achievement. Well then, that's it then. We'll be starting case 4 the next time we come back to meet again. I hope that nothing happened. I don't even know what happened anymore, but we'll see you guys then, I guess.